Hi everyone, welcome back to Guitar Image YouTube channel. Alright, today we're going to do quite a few things. Okay, probably going to be in a two-part video series. Okay, now the objective of this video is actually to have a shootout between the original Klon Centaur and the Wampler Tumnus Germanium version. Okay, so based on my understanding that these pedals should not be put in series, they should be put in a kind of like a loop so that it's individually in a loop so it doesn't affect each other in any way. Okay, so what I have here is the Unity 6 MIDI controller by Jet Pedals. So I'm going to use this to kind of toggle these two pedals, okay, when I do the testing and the shootout. Okay, so in this part 1 video, I'm going to just basically run through how am I going to configure this Unity 6, okay, so that those who have Unity 6 would know how to kind of configure some of these things, which I think is pretty straightforward. All right. So I've already done some naming conventions in the Unity 6. Okay, so if you go to global setting, you can actually change the name of the loops right here. Okay, you can actually change the name of the loops. Okay, so loop number 1, I've assigned it to Klon. Okay, and loop number 2, okay, I've changed it to Tumnus as well. Okay, so it's clearer. Okay, so what I can do is I can actually go into programming, right? And I can go under presets. Let's say if I want to assign number 4, okay, this number switch 4, okay, to the Tumnus, I can just basically have a press action of press and a message type of loop, toggle loop, and then which loop I want to turn on and off. Let's put the Tumnus on top. So I'm going to change to the Tumnus and then go back. Let's say I want to assign 2. Footswitch 2, okay, to the Klon. Alright, already done. Okay, press, toggle, blah blah blah. Alright, so pretty straightforward. Let's go home now. Okay, so you can see that both is saying empty right now, which doesn't make any sense. Okay, so right now, let's say if I want to change the scribble strips name so it make it a bit clearer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in again, programming, scribble strips, default name I'm going to change to, okay, scribble strip number 4, okay, change it to Tumnus. Okay, there we go. And then if I want to change number 2, change it to Klon, and there you have it. Okay, so we can easily just toggle between the two. Okay, so if you see there are 3 single lines, it means they're off. Okay, and if you want to turn it on, you can actually press and it goes to full block red. All right, so just a quick one. So I can actually turn on the Tumnus. And I can turn on the Klon. Okay, so that is one way to kind of configure it. So individual foot switch for individual pedals. Alright, so right now I want to try to use one of the foot switch to actually toggle between the Klon and the Tumnus itself, okay, instead of pressing individually. Okay, so from what I understand, you can actually have 4 messages rather. Okay, one is upon release, you should on let's say Klon and off the Tumnus. Okay, and then if you do a long press release, then you can do the vice versa pedal. Okay, so basically you need to send like 4 commands. Okay, I'm not sure if there's a better way to do this. Hopefully there is, but as of right now, this is what I know. Okay, so I'm just going to configure them. So on press action 1, okay, upon release, I want to be able to on, okay, my clone. Okay, and the message 2, upon release, I want to turn off. I want to turn off, turn off the Tumnus. Okay, on message 3, upon long press release, I want to turn on the Tumnus. Okay, and message 4. Okay, let me just get that. Okay, message 4. Okay, upon long press release, I want to turn off the clone. Okay, so that is it. So if I were to press, okay, now it's already, the clone is on. So if I were to long press release, it will go to number 2, which is the Tumnus. And if I press back again, 1, long press, 2, press 1 time, 1, long press, 2. Okay, so just gotta remember that long press is getting it to the next, to Tumnus, whereas a short press is going to the Klon Centaur. Alright, so hope this gives a simple rundown of how we actually can configure the Unity 6 to do some A/B testing on pedals. Okay, and also within your your analog board itself, you can actually do things like turning on and off individual loops, or you can even toggle between loops as well. Alright, so stay tuned for part 2 video, whereby we're going to do the comparison between the Klon Centaur and the Tumnus. Alright, if you like more of this kind of video, do give us a good thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for the latest video. Take care, God bless, I will see you real soon. Bye bye.